Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the United Spurs of America podcast. Michael Ramirez here with Jacob Walraven.
Hey, hey.
And I really wish we could bring to you a celebration edition of this podcast, a milestone of this podcast, a memorable day, a day we'll never forget. But sadly, instead, we're on the other side of the coin there. Tottenham 0, Manchester City 1 today in the Carabao Cup final. Another sad day in recent memory of Tottenham Hotspur fans and everyone associated with the club. Jacob, it's another lost final. I'll get into my spiel in a little bit, but your initial match reaction and just overall thoughts on today's game.
I thought we were extremely fortunate there to be 0-0 at half. It was almost a matter of when they were going to score. So to go into the locker room 0-0, I thought that was a big deal. I thought that's a win for us. Yeah, the most heartbreaking thing that I saw was when they cut to Sonny right after. That was the worst part for me. But yeah, just tough game. Questionable 11, tough task for a 29-year-old manager. So like I said before, I kind of felt like this gave management, well, ownership. This gave ownership the excuse of, oh well, it was Ryan Mason. We didn't figure we were going to go out there and win a cup.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I said when the whole Jose got sacked thing. So, disappointing result. I think this one's going to hurt for a little bit. Luckily, we have Sheffield United next in the Premier League because they're feeling maybe a little bit worse than we are. So, but yeah, not many positives takes away from that game. Not many at all.
You know, I've been a Tottenham fan since 2014.
Mm.
So it's about to be years at the end of the season. I'm a fan of this club. Obviously, there are many other fans out there that have been Tottenham fans way longer than I have. Definitely not no disrespect there, but um, it just sucks, man, because I have never seen them win a trophy, and I love this club with all my heart. I will continue to love this club with all my heart until the day I die. But it sucks, man. It sucks because you already mentioned Sonny crying at the full time whistle. I'm sure Harry Kane is frustrated once again to not be able to lift a trophy with his homegrown club. Ryan Mason having the chance to win one at 29 years old, probably be the first ever to win a Carabao Cup. Um, you know, Spurs through and through, up the lads, but it sucks, man. It sucks. It's another year without a trophy, another year, really one of the first years where there's little hope. Last year we had Mourinho having a full summer to work with the players as our only hope to grab on at the end of last season. This season, man, there's not really much to grab onto.
No.
At this point in time, I'll go ahead and put on the record. Um, I don't think we're going to make top four. I think our chances are slim. If we do, we're going to have to win out on the last 5 games of the season. I think let's just try to get a Europa League spot if we can, try to win a European tournament of some sorts next season, maybe, hopefully. But at this point in time, man, I can't see us making top four.
No.
Do you even want to see us in the Champions League next year? Like, if we get the reinforcements this summer that we need, like a world class center back and maybe a very much needed right back replacement, like potentially, but realistically, do you even want to see us in the Champions League next season, bro? I feel like we would just
Um,
get clapped anyways.
I feel the same way. I don't have a lot of optimism, especially after our Europa showing.
Yeah.
That kind of feel like gives you an idea of how we would do with this squad. With reinforcements, as you mentioned, I think would make a huge difference. Um, I think it just I think that the players themselves have gone through so many disappointing finals that it's just, man, I think we're broken. I think we're just broken. I don't think Ryan Mason can fix it. I think to ask him to fix it is a tough task. Um, but yeah, just overall, not a lot of positive outlook. I will say though that this doesn't change my opinion about our Final Four hopes. For me, this this wasn't a Premier League game. Yes, we showed that, hey, we could hold, league leaders to one goal, I think. But, Champions League was in the back of their head. But top four, question mark. It's been a question mark. Forever will be a question mark. I think if you look at our schedule, we have a favorable schedule minus informed Leeds and Leicester. I think they're at third right now. The result between Chelsea and West Ham, I would have liked to see a tie. That would have
Yeah,
helped us greatly. So yeah, the hopes for top four is not very high, but like you kind of said, do we even want to see us in Champions League? I I think we deserve Europa at this point. Maybe not even, you know.
maybe. Yeah, maybe.
I
We can
think
go
we'd be
ahead and get in.
lucky.
We can go ahead and get into the match, man. Wasn't a whole lot of positives. My man of the match today is Hugo Lloris. He had some brilliant saves throughout the entirety of the game. Um, Unlucky that one went past his way, but he made some very big saves, some very important saves, especially in that first half where it just felt like City were suffocating us into
Mhm.
our own side of the pitch for what 95% of that first half. Um, it's probably either him or oh man, Dyer didn't have too bad of a game. I wouldn't name him as my man of the match, so I'm going Hugo, bro. What about you?
Same here. Hugo Lloris for me is the only thing that kept us in this game. I think you hit,
Lucas was bright too. He was a bright spot, but
yeah,
yeah,
you hit the group chat with the Hugo versus 11, and I think right after you sent that, he had another save, and it was just
yeah,
never ending. It was for me, like I said, kind of felt like a matter of when, not if. For us, it was if, never
yeah.
when. So disappointing result. I think every Spurs fan in the back of their head felt like this was the likely outcome. But this is why we love sports, right? This is why we love football.
It
We
is.
we believe in miracles, man. I was singing that song last night to my family. I believe in miracles. But unfortunately, we weren't no sexy thing. We
It was
were
not to be, my friend.
no,
It
no.
was not to be.
So sweaty.
Harry Kane made the 11. That was one of the bright spots before the game. I didn't agree with the 11. I know you didn't either. I would have liked to have seen Ndombele and Bale in instead of
Hmm.
um, Winks and not Sissoko, Lucas. But hey, Lucas showed out. He played. He had a decent game. Created some chances, and he was dancing through the midfield, especially in that second half. What were your thoughts on the 11? There was that hope of Kane coming in, but he didn't
Hmm.
look fit, man.
He did. He seemed like he was running a little heavy. But hey, he tried, man. He went out there. He did some
He would have
things.
done a
He
lot better than Vinicius. Like, you really see
absolutely.
Vinicius scoring in that game? I
The
don't
the
think
thing is,
so.
I think for the other 10 players out there, knowing Harry Kane's there makes them feel a little bit better. So I think in the end, just having him out there was big for us. But he was unable to make that difference. Sonny was unable to make that difference. I thought when Bell came in, he just didn't give a shit, quite frankly. He just kind of was jogging around at the final whistle. He kind of looked. So I don't know if being left out of the 11 maybe played a factor into his mood going in as a sub. But yeah, I would have given the game he had last Premier League game. I definitely would have given him the start.
Yeah, that was my reasoning
I,
for it,
I, I
because he did score against Southampton, and he had a decent second half in that match. So
right, and I thought that Tongi and Dombele should have been in the starting 11 as well. I don't know if it's injury, fatigue, what, but I think
it was perfect for him, man. It was he's like the perfect press resistant midfielder that we have. And I could definitely see him dancing through that midfield and beating
mhm.
that City press, maneuvering around him. You know what I mean? Like, he's just got that silky touch. He knows how to get around midfielders and defenders. I thought it was a perfect game for him to start. I really hope it's fatigue or injury related, because obviously not too seriously, but it was definitely a big question mark that I was kind of scratching my head at when I
Yeah,
looked at the 11.
there was a lot of space out there, and it almost felt like, um, yeah, if you make Winks for Tongi, that that difference gets made there, and then Højbjerg could kind of sit back a little more because he was playing a little forward there in the second half, and I thought I'm all for it, but if you put Tanguy in that, if he's playing forward where Pierre was, I think we have a goal at least. Do we win? I don't know, but I think we at least get a goal out of something. But yeah, so questionable 11. Mm, it's really tough to just swallow this one really because you know you wake up, you go to sleep believing that there's hope, there's chance. I'm the kind of guy you can't tell me there's no hope, especially the night before a game. And
Yeah.
uh just I think you had told me earlier about you have a buddy, a Man City fan who didn't even really care if they won this game or not. They've their sights on bigger things, and it's just kind of a throwaway game for them, and they still just get a cup out of it. It's
And for us, it was, in my opinion, it was the most important game of the season for me, man.
the
Like,
last thing we had holding on to. I mean,
this meant the world to me today. And I guarantee you that no City fan was like itching to win this Carabao Cup. You know what I mean? Like, they're not itching to win this cup. They're in the Champions League next week. You know what I
yeah,
mean? Like,
I can bet you none of them sweated as much as I did. I
it
was,
was it's just embarrassing, man. It's disappointing.
yeah.
Uh,
I
Another
think we
trophyless
could,
season at the end of the day. It is what it is.
right. And there was what chance for four at the beginning and the middle a little bit, but yeah, highly unfortunate. I'm a positive guy. I try to stay positive. I'm grateful that I got to wake up today. First off, and then also wake up believing that hey, we might get a cup. We were in a final. That's still something to be happy about. Of course, right now it's not so easy. But I think that the fact that there was every Tottenham fan waking up today, you know, believing that a miracle could happen and we could beat the Middle Eastern Manchester City.
I
But
was I was drinking the Kool-Aid today, bro. I could feel the magic in the air that I
same,
guess was non-existent at the end of the day. But I had
I
my hopes
felt
up
it. I
too. I
felt it
did.
too.
I get sucked back into this black hole of nothingness when it comes to Tottenham because at the end of the day they always let me down. But I still love this club and I always will.
My one and only club. But yeah, I think that our mood, I mean, is at least one end of how Tottenham fans are feeling today. Uh, it's tough. It's
We
hard
need
to
rein
believe that there's any success in our near future at this point.
we need reinforcements this summer. And dude, we need Julian Nagelsmann from Leipzig. I think he is the only one that can turn this around and have any form of success in the near future. We're going down a path, bro, where it's not looking too good. You're going to have players upset because they're just not winning anything with us and they want to win some trophies before they retire, understandably so. You
Yeah.
have superstars on this team, man, who like you put them against the world's best and they go toe to toe with them, but they don't when it comes to trophies or success. They just don't. So we need a massive turnaround this summer and we need to hope that we can bounce back because it's not looking too good right now.
No,
It's not.
no, it's not. I think this game almost looked like a Jose Mourinho type of game. I felt like it just seemed like we were saying, come on at us, City. Let's see
Yeah.
what you got." And there was a lot of times we were playing out of the back. I thought that, you know, they had four people pressing high against us, and we had five, or we had four as well at times. So that to me says, hey, there's somewhere you could play a long ball, right? But I didn't see it happening. I feel like everyone just seemed a little scared. No one wanted to take a step up and take a risk, and I think it showed. I think our man, that's just it hurts. It hurts.
It sucks. It really does. It sucks.
What turns
Um
this around? You said key Key
We
signing.
need an overhaul, bro. We need a
Yeah,
world-class center back,
I
and we
think we're
need
broken.
we need a solid right back. Um, and then you need to sell the deadwood. You need to sell the deadwood and get fresh players in. I don't care if they're from the academy or if they're from other clubs, but move the deadwood on. We
I
don't
mean,
need them poisoning the locker room. We don't need them hanging about. It's unnecessary. It's literally deadwood. They're
give me four,
unnecessary.
give me 4 or 5 of those U23 guys, and I bet you they're gonna bust their ass for as many minutes as you give them. And I felt
Yeah,
like Bale came in and didn't. It's pretty disappointing to see.
pretty
Um,
nonchalant today,
I thought
have to
Sissoko,
admit.
I thought Sissoko was a waste of a sub. Uh, and then later he just gets bodied by Laporte. It's just, yeah, man. Yeah, I think you give those kids a chance. What do you got to lose if we don't have the money, right? Give the kids a chance. That's my
Yeah,
opinion, anyway.
it
They can at
sucks,
least
man.
score. I've
It's
seen it.
a it's a hard pill to swallow. Um, yeah, man, it sucks. We have 5 games left to salvage some sort of success from this season. Um, Another season, in my opinion, that was a failure. I would say just about almost every season thus far since I've been a fan of Tottenham has been a failure because we've had nothing to show for it in recent history. But yeah, 5 games to go, a top four spot on the line, European football in
Mhm.
2021, 2022 on the line as well. So we'll see what happens, man.
We're not out of it. That's the key here, right? We're not out of it. I think today it
We're
feels
we're
like
not out of it.
I think today it feels like we're definitely out of everything.
Yeah.
But hey, I say we gotta look forward to Sheffield United. Be grateful that we have a team who's maybe just a little bit sadder than us. Um, so yeah, we gotta go out there, get those 3 points. I think those next 5 games, you win out, you give yourself win out, and you give yourself a chance at least for top 5 or top 4, excuse me.
The attitude of these players is going to be key, man. Um, if they're going to finish out the season and give their all, that's going to be great. But just watch out for some of these personalities to hopefully I'm wrong, but maybe start to show their true colors as far as like their loyalties or their intentions of over the summer. You know what I mean? So
Hmm.
let's hope that everyone gives their all to finish out the season and show some pride for our fans and for this club.
Come on,
But
you Spurs.
well, we'll see, man. We have five
Yeah,
games to go, like you said. There's still hope. We still have European nights on the line. So let's just go out and take it game by game. That's all we can do. Thank you guys so much for listening to another episode of the United Spurs of America podcast. We do
yeah.
apologize that it was a little bit of a sadder tone, but it is what it is.
We're here for you.
We are definitely here for you. Thank you guys so much for the continued support on social media, especially with interacting with us on Twitter, and thank you for continued support on Spotify as well. It means the world to us. If you're interested in joining our Patreon, we definitely would appreciate any and all support there as well. But yeah, we've been loving the engagement on social media so far. Thank you guys so much for supporting us and continuing to listen to us week in and week out. We definitely appreciate it. But until next time, for Jacob, I'm Michael. We'll see you then.
Up the lads. Come on, you Spurs.
Come on, you Spurs.